Hello, welcome back to Classic Hits Gaming, your home of the three greatest decades of gaming, the 80s, the 90s, and the noughties. This is my third session of Puzzle Bobble. Sit back, relax, bust the bubble, but as always, and more importantly, enjoy the live stream. I'm going to start from scratch once again in this session because I feel like I don't have the skills to go any further in this game. Okay. By the end of session 1, I had gotten to like round like 13, 14. In session 2, I just couldn't go any further, bro. I don't have the skills. I gotta get good. So because of that, I'm going to start a new game. Start from the beginning. So yeah, once again, we are in the 90s, a glorious decade in general, to be quite honest with you, but specifically when it comes to gaming. And of course, to make it even better, to make the 90s of gaming even better, we're in the arcade, and I am shining the spotlight on one of my all-time favorite arcade games, Puzzle Bob. Spent so much time in the arcade playing this game as a kid. Probably too much time, to be quite honest with you. Such an enjoyable game, such a relaxing game as well, actually. And I miss these games. I miss these kind of games. I miss these type of games. Hmm. I know they said the exact same thing, type and kind, but who cares? Who cares? Um, hmm. So that's what's great about classic hits gaming is I can shine the spotlight on these games that they just hit differently. You know. Let us. Oh, my head is itchy. Sorry. So actually, no. What am I saying? What am I saying? What am I saying? What am I saying? To give you lovely people something different to experience compared to my first two sessions of Puzzle Bobble. I'm actually for the first time going to play the Japanese version. I'm not quite sure. Oh, wait a second. There is a difference. Weirdly enough, though, the English version should have been called Bust a Move. Hold on a second, no, Mary. Just ignore me, I'm being crazy. Two different versions of the original game were released. Puzzle Bobble was originally released in Japan in June 1994 by Taito, running on Taito Biscuits. Taito Biscuits, what the fuck am I saying? Taito B system hardware with the primarily titled Bubble Buster. Then 6 months later, in December, the international Neo Geo version of Puzzle Bobble was released. It was almost identical, aside from being in stereo and some different sound effects and sound quality overall is the difference between the Japanese version and the English version. So it'll be interesting to see now. I think I have done enough yapping. It is now time to play the game. It's time to play the games. Paul Levesque, Triple H would say. That song's slightly different. Yeah, I'm noticing that. And that wasn't there the last time. This game is for use in Japan only. Oh, really? Well, I'm a fucking rebel because I'm in the Republic of Ireland right now. And I am playing this game. So you know what? You know what? Japan? You want to know what I think about your rules? Do you want to know what I think about your rules, Japan? Here is what I think about your rules. Yeah. Hey, YouTube, bots, AI, leave me off, will you? I mean, if James Charles can still have a channel, let me off, please. Come on now. Okay, let's get the gameplay going. Pass me the coins. So obviously the text is in Japanese. Let's go and pop some bubbles. I came across Max Payne today. I came across a copy of Max Payne on PlayStation 2 today in my room. I wasn't in a retro video game store. I found it in my own room, in my own home. Didn't even know I had it. What a cool moment. Unfortunately, I didn't have the box, the manual. It was inside another game. I don't know how it got there. So weird. Max Payne just appearing in front of me. I was actually looking for my PlayStation 1 copy of Resident Evil 3 because I want to trade that in because I have the GameCube port and it's pretty much exactly the same as the PS1 version, just slightly better sound and resolution because obviously it's been ported onto the GameCube, so I don't need my PS1 version of Resident Evil 3, so I couldn't find it anywhere. I found the box, opens the box, no CD. I'm like, where the hell is the CD? Up until now, I just didn't give myself enough time to look for it. So today, I gave myself that time, and it was inside. It was actually a bittersweet moment, let me tell you. A fucking bittersweet moment. Because it was actually inside the box of Need for Speed Underground 2. I think it was 2 anyway. It was one of them anyway. So the good thing is I found the disc of Resident Evil 3. The bad news is I can't find Need for Speed Underground now. Bittersweet moment, yeah. I'm hoping to trade it into CX for a mint condition version. It's funny because the box that I was originally in, the hinges were broken. Like Nemesis was handling it. So what I did is I basically swapped the box. Take that, CX. As the manual, it has the marketing material, and it even has my phone number as well. Want to hit me up on those lonely nights. Oh, I'll let him come and call. I'll be right back. Here's Johnny. Back in the room. Sorry about that. I had to take a phone call. Where was I? Resident Evil 3. I know I was talking about Resident Evil 3, but I forget what exactly I was saying about Resident Evil 3. I know it's annoying me. Somebody remind me what I was talking about, please. That's okay. You don't have to. Oh, CX. CEX. I was saying something about that. Or maybe I wasn't. I don't know. But yeah, long story short, which is a rare thing for me, I found Resident Evil 3, and I'm going to trade it in. Because I have it on GameCube. Very surreal experience though, because I ended up coming across Max Payne, and I never even knew I had it. And why the hell was Resident Evil 3 inside the Need for Speed Underground 2 box? But now I can't find Need for Speed Underground 2. Weird. Very weird. I said I'd do an earlier live stream tonight. For a change. I've also teased what is next on Classic Hits Gaming. So check that out on the community tab. Oh god, I just realised something! Jesus Christ, how did I manage to forget to do this? I have to change the thumbnail of the live stream and then I have to share it and add it to my playlist, so please give me a moment as I do that. Thank you very much for your understanding. Edit. Custom thumbnail. Oh, I have a bone to pick with all of you as well. I'm very disappointed with all of you. That's my Japanese character impression. When the Japanese character is like frustrated, they just make that weird noises. So there you go. At the playlist, Puzzle Bobble, aka Bust a Move, Save. I'm actually in a pretty good mood, and I'm actually going to tell you why in a moment. Why I'm in such a good mood, actually. Share. It's not because I found Max Payne, although that was a pretty cool moment. It's not because I found my copy of Resident Evil 3. It's because of something else that I will reveal soon in the live chat. Stay tuned. That one. Was that everything? Yeah, thumbnail change, shared it. Okay. Oh, where's the can of Club Orange? Very, very refreshing. Ah, that was nice, no. Isn't that music just lovely? Doesn't it just... It just put a smile on your heart. Oh yeah, the bone that I have to pick. He didn't go out and buy any the Smiling Man, Famicom Detective Club. No, because it wasn't Outlast. Because it didn't have gore. Because it didn't have non-stop jump scares. You bastards. We entered the UK video game charts when like 22 or something. No, I'm only joking. I'm half joking because, fair enough, if the game is not for you, That's fine. But don't come crying to me or Nintendo, right, in the future and say, you're only releasing all kiddie games, cute and cuddly games. It's all Mario and Kirby and Pokemon. Why can't you make adult games? Don't you dare cry to me saying that, or cry to Nintendo saying that, if we didn't go out and buy Emio, the Smiling Man. Because that was literally the first mature, rated Nintendo developed game. And you didn't go out and buy it enough. Shame on you. Shame. I'm only joking. I'm only half joking. I'm actually making a serious point though at the same time. I'm joking overall, but like seriously, like I mean, this was your chance. This was your chance to basically, like Nintendo gave you an adult game, and this was your chance to go out and buy it and show Nintendo that you want adult games. This was your chance, and you fucking blew it. Well, you know what though? It could be worse. At least they entered the UK video game charts. You know, could be worse. Could have sold 25,000. It could have been pulled from the eShop. And they could have given people refunds. I just basically discontinued the game because of how bad it was. Concord! It wasn't all bad, really, was it? But it's actually a niche game. It really is a niche game. It was a niche game when it first came out over 30 years ago. And the Super Famicom in Japan. So it is really a niche Nintendo game. I mean, think about it. They didn't even show it in a direct or any big gaming event. They literally just dropped the random like teaser trailer for it. So I think Nintendo themselves know it's niche. So I think they have their own sales forecast for that game. And I'll be honest with you, I think they're pretty happy overall. I don't think they were expecting it to sell like anything like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or anything like that. You know what I mean? So I was only kind of joking, you know. I mean, Jesus Christ, I'm not going to tell anyone to buy a game. You want to buy a game? Don't buy it. Oh, this was going to be... Oh, shit. Oh, my God. My name? My name is Jeff. I know, an ancient fucking meme, but I'm ancient, so I get to do it. Knob. Ha! Sorry. I'm easily amused. Do that for skills. Skillage. Living in the village. Well, I'll talk normal now. I'm very excited. I'm in a really good mood. Stay tuned to find out why Johnny is in a great mood. How many of you lovely people, and be honest now, don't lie, be truthful, how many of you lovely people get an overwhelming sense of satisfaction when you're proving right about something? Or when you've been saying something for so long and you've been trying to make a point for so long and you feel like it lands on deaf ears. And then the moment comes. The moment comes when you're fucking right. When you've been right the whole fucking time. And now these jabronis who didn't listen to you in the first place, brother, have no fucking choice but to listen. That's kind of why I'm excited. I'll talk more about it later. Shite. Extra shite. Double fucking large shite. Bollocks, anyway. I think it's safe to say that I fairly fucked up there now, didn't I? Didn't I just? The Japanese version is harder. That's my excuse. I never played the Japanese version. Saber attack. That's why I'm bad. Look, Saber attack. My name. Don't go nowhere now, Saber attack. I can't fuck. Where the fuck is Jeff? Yeah, sorry, Sarah. My name is Jeff. Have you missed that meme? Have you missed meme? Do you get it? Do you get it? I'm in a weird mood right now, to be honest. My ADHD right now is going into fucking full effect right now. Saber attack Concord got refunded. Let's go. That's exactly why I'm in a good mood, my friend. I'm trying to study right now. Jonathan, help me focus. Okay, Johnny's going to go into serious mode right now. Okay, my child. Deep breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Distract yourself from distractions and focus only on your studying. No, all joking aside. My ADHD isn't helping. Sorry. All joking aside. Okay. Don't you dare call me Jonathan. Call me Jonathan again, and I will consume your soul. But actually, all joking. Well, first of all, Saber Attack, welcome as always to Classic Hits Gaming, which is your home of the three greatest decades of gaming: the 80s, the 90s, and the noughties. This is my third session of Puzzle Bobble, the game of your pop bubbles. Thanks for taking the time out of your obviously busy and pretty stressful time of your day to join this live stream, honestly. My advice for studying, honestly, if you want my advice, you're probably not going to like my advice because if I have to go into full serious mode, I would say, honestly, I'd say don't even watch this live stream. Seriously. And not because I don't want to have you in the live stream. Obviously, that's, you know what I mean? It isn't that I don't want you in the live stream. But I think when it comes to studying, you need to give it all of your attention. You really do. I would say have a drink with you. Water, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, whatever your favorite drink, a cool drink, a hot drink, whatever. Have a drink, maybe a healthy snack as well with you, right? So you can refresh yourself and have a bit of nutrition in your body to basically refill your batteries, right? And just take your time. Just relax yourself. Some people do feel like breathing is a good way of relaxing. So maybe do some breathing. And then just really take your time when you're reading whatever it is that you're studying. Just take your time with it. If you're reading it, whether it's on a book or a text or whether it's online, just take your time. Let it sink into your head, right? Just take your time with it and just do your best, but don't overthink it. Don't overdo it. That's my advice to you, my friend, and I hope that your studying goes well. But I feel I don't want to distract you from studying. So again, my advice, and it's completely up to you, but my advice would be to actually not be on this live stream and study. That is Johnny being serious right now. That's serious Johnny. Right? It's adult Johnny right now. Chad Middleton, sorry. I'm in a great mood, Chad. And Concord being defeated. Fatality. Johnny wins. Fatality. Oh, that is why I'm in a good mood. Concord's epic failure. Fatality. That is why I'm in a good mood. I'm going to talk about that in just a moment. Chat, how are you doing today, this glorious day of gaming? How are you doing on this day where Concord has failed miserably to the point where the game has been pulled from the store and gamers have gotten a refund? How are you doing, Chad? As always, you're very welcome to Classic Hits Gaming. Your home of the three greatest decades of gaming, the 80s, the 90s, and the noughties. This is my third session of Puzzle Bobble, the relaxing and fun 90s arcade game that I played so much of as Chad has got laundry to do soon. Before you go, I would like to talk about this monumentous day. I'll be back, John. I can't focus again. Saber attack, no problem at all, my man. No problem at all. I mean, studying is higher than classic hits gaming right now in terms of priorities. You know, so Saber attack. I hope the studying goes well for you, man. And you know, you return to the live stream when you feel it's the right moment. You know, but I would say that studying has to be a priority right now. And I hope it all goes well with your studying, Saber attack. And thanks so much for dropping by the live stream. Nonetheless, very, very much appreciated. Chad Middleton, are you the kind of person that gets very happy? Do you get a very big smile on your face? Does a massive smile appear on your face when you are proving right about something, Chaddy boy? Does it? Let me know in the live stream. Have you ever, Chad, and everyone else watching the live stream, have you ever tried to make a point on something to somebody only for that point to land on deaf ears? Has that been very frustrating for you lovely people? And is it so fucking satisfying when you've been right the whole fucking time and these people who like to bury their heads in the sand and ignore the inconvenient truth now have no choice but to listen? Or is it just me? It's just me. Maybe it's just me. Let me know. Let me know in the live chat. Unfortunately, Bandai Namco will embrace the bothered audience. Where's my goodbye? You never say goodbye to me, Serpent. You never say goodbye. That's fine. That's fine. That's okay. I'm only joking. Every video game company, including Nintendo, is going to eventually embrace the modern audience because we are in the middle of the second great video game crash. I've been saying this for so long. I've made rant videos, rant streams. I've been in the middle of streaming fucking Mortal Kombat 1, going from kicking ass a scorpion 1 minute to spending the fucking 3 hours of the rest of the live stream ranting about how we're in a second video game crash. And some of you didn't listen. Some of you didn't want to listen. To some of you, it was an inconvenient truth, and to others, what I was saying was all bullshit. But now, look at where we are. Concord. A game that PlayStation loved so much. Believed it was going to be big so much that they literally bought the company that made it. But what happened? What happened to it? What happened to them? What happened today? Quite literally. See what I did there? I tell you what happened. 25,000 copies. Players getting refunded. The game pulled from the store and servers taken down. What a beautiful, monumentous moment this is. when I was proven fucking right. But all joking aside, though, I was right. And it's crazy because all these big YouTubers and mid YouTubers like RGT, sorry. Sorry, I'm in a fucking great mood. But even he's making a video now about how we're in the middle of the second great video game crash. I have been saying this for so fucking long. I've been making all these points. And it's not just woke. Woke is an issue with modern gaming, but it certainly isn't the only issue. Concord was an online hero shooter, and that genre is saturated. It's not original. It's not new. It's not fresh. It's not innovative. The characters just weren't really fun or engaging. It was a live service game, which a lot of people don't like, and a lot of its competition is free to play. So that is the reason why it failed ultimately. But it's all part of modern gaming, because one of the biggest problems with modern gaming is games are not innovative, they're not fresh, they're not original, they're not fun, they don't set a standard for gaming like Super Mario 64 did when it gave us, for the first time, true, real, full 3D. Mario rendered fully and truly in 3D, and the world around him rendered fully in 3D, and you could move around in 3D. That was new, that was different. So yes, back to Concord. I mean, Sony literally bought the studio that made the game because they genuinely believed this was going to be a big, massive release for them. This is going to be their big business venture. The next big thing for PlayStation, Concord was. They bought the fucking company that made it, and it sold 25,000 copies. That is history. That is history. That is probably one of the worst selling games of all time, and on the scale of a first party PlayStation game as well. And it has been pulled from the store, and people are getting refunded. That is just bad, and it's just an example of how we're in a second video game crash. And it's fucking music to my ears, because a lot of people listened to me and agreed with me, but there was also a lot of people that just, and I'm not having a go at any of those people, by the way. Don't get me wrong. I might come across like that. I'm not. I'm just saying, hopefully now you will see, you will wake up, open your eyes, open your ears, and close your wallets to this bullshit. You know? But I've been saying all of this. I've been making these videos. I've been making these streams fucking years ago, talking about a video game crash and talking about the state of modern gaming. There we are now. There we are now, lads. There we are. There we are. I love that penguin emoji. Ah, look, is he crying? Yeah, he's crying. Dear God. Nintendo putting up the fight against Western investors. What exactly is going on there, Chatty Boy? Please enlighten me as to what exactly is going on. I see RGT putting up, Concord is dead. It certainly is. It is dead. It is dead. It is dead. RGT is my right hand man. You see, he gets his news from me at the end of the day, because I made a fucking go back to my channel. You'll see, and I see my dad as well. How are you, Dad? I'll get round to your comment now in just a few moments. I made either a video or a live stream months back talking about the second video game crash, well before RGT put that video up. Hi, my son, just a fast hello. Well, hello, fast hello, back hello, hello. Sorry, I'm in a good mood because I've been proven right about modern gaming. I've been proven right about the second video game crash that we're living in. And Concord is this isn't an indie game. This isn't some niche third party game. This is a fucking game that PlayStation literally bought the fucking studio that makes it. And we're hyping this up as our next big business venture. And you can talk about woke until the cows come home, and let me tell you, the cows aren't coming home anytime soon. Woke is only one of the issues with this game. The biggest issues is the fact the game isn't fucking fun. The game isn't original. It isn't innovative. People do not want to buy this game, not because it has they or them purely. It's one of the problems, but it's not the only problem. I was right. They also bought Bungie. The CEO spent all the money on his car collection. Oh, you couldn't make it up. You couldn't make it up. You couldn't make it up. So, Dad, how are you? Sorry, all joke aside, how are you doing today, Dad? How's everything? How's your back? Oh, I'm tiring myself out, let me tell you. Also, if you want to find out what is next on Classic Hits Gaming, please check out my community tab. I did a tease. I won't say much. Yeah. I won't say, I don't know if you're going to view it as a very obvious clue or if you're going to be struggling to guess what it is. I really don't know, so I'm not going to say anything else. It's the one under the RGT one about the second video game crash that we're facing that I spoke about many moons ago. I am a video game prophet. I predicted what Nintendo NX was going to be. I was using terms like a universal gaming experience and your games go where you go before Nintendo officially fucking revealed the NX to be the Switch in October of 2016. So yeah, worship me as the gaming god that I am. And I've been talking about modern gaming and the state of modern gaming and what's going to happen to modern gaming and the second video game crash long before Concord got revealed, long before it got pulled from the store, and long before RGT made his latest video. Dad, by any chance, do you remember this? Oh, I showed you on Sunday on the Switch, didn't I? Did I? I don't think I did. No, I didn't actually. Do you remember this game? It used to be in the arcade. Surely you remember giving me a load of fucking coins so I could play this game. Thinking, Jesus Christ, I'm after giving him a ton of money already. And he wants more coins. Does this ring any bells? Look at that for skill. Excellent skill. Excellent skill. All good, thanks. My back is a bit better, thanks. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. We have to look after our back. I'll tell you, my back was actually fucking was acting up actually on me earlier. I was fucking turning my room upside down, looking for a disc, looking for a game, a disc, Resident Evil 3 on PS1. I didn't know where the hell it was because I wanted to trade it in a couple of weeks back into CEX. Because I actually have Resident Evil 3 already on the GameCube, so I didn't need the PS1 version. I don't collect games, I play games, so if I could make money off a box and a manual, I was going to make money off it. So, but I opened the box, no disc. So eventually today I got around to looking for it, and I opened up pretty much every single fucking disc in my fucking room. DVDs, CDs, games. Eventually it was inside Need for Speed Underground 2's box. I was delighted I found it, but then I was like, where the fuck is Need for Speed Underground 2? That's the next game I have to go looking for now. But then I had to swap the box because the box that Resident Evil 3 was in wasn't in mint condition, so I had to get a mint condition box and swap it out. So I'm going to trade it in now the next time I'm in town. Get money for a box, why not? I have Resident Evil 3 and GameCube. Pretty much the exact same game. If anything, it's better. Slightly. I mean, when I say better, I don't mean remake better. I mean, like, because it's been ported to the GameCube, it's obviously going to have better, like, resolution and frames and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I better check the comment section there. You know what I mean? I got Tales of Arise, Dead Rising 2, and Kingdom Come Deliverance sale. How much did that cost you in total? Charlie boy, you're always getting your games and sales, man. I love it. I love it. Yes, you robbed me. Well, that's what we do, you know, when we're kids. We rob our parents. We rob our parents. That's what we do. That's what we do. That's what we do. But can we just take a moment once? $20? Not fucking bad at all. Not bad at all. I think I got a good deal yesterday when it came to DVDs. Like, people do technically watch and buy DVDs. The thing with DVDs is, yes, obviously you can get Blu-ray, you can get 4K. And I do get 4K movies, obviously, because I got a PS5. But the great thing about like DVD, like discs in general, like media, physical media in general, is you don't have to worry about like it going away. If you have like Netflix or Disney Plus, they can take down that your movie or your series anytime they want. Whereas if you have it in physical media, it's there with you at all times. So I actually got the Lord of the Rings trilogy on DVD for €15. I think that was a pretty good deal if I say so myself. I was pretty happy enough with that now, tell you the truth. Dead Rising 2 will be my first game in the series. Nice. You're gonna Dead Rising. Yeah, you're gonna like it. I only played Dead Rising Chop Till You Drop on the Wii. Fucking funny game. You know, I miss those days where third parties would make um like a Dead Rising game or a Call of Duty game, you know, that is built ground up for the Nintendo system, and it'd be its own game. What else? Oh, there was another one as well. There was Dead Space. That was another one. There was a Dead Space game on Wii as well. That was its own game. I fucking love that. Like, there's no point in there's no point. Like, Nintendo is not playing with power anymore. There's no point in trying to port games like Mortal Kombat 1 to Nintendo systems. Just make a game ground up for it. Or do what Ubisoft did and just make a new IP, make a new franchise just for Nintendo systems like Mario and Rabbids. That's the way to go forward. If that's the advice. That is the advice I would give to people. Bradley, hello to you. Welcome to Classic Hits Gaming, your home of the three greatest decades of gaming, the 80s, the 90s, and the noughties. And this is my third session of Puzzle Bobble. As you can tell, I'm in a pretty good mood right now. I'm excited, I'm hyper, because I've been proving right about modern gaming. I've been proving right about the second great video game crash that we are living in. I was fucking right. And now all of you ostriches burying your heads in the sand, pull your big, long neck out of the sand and smell the bullshit that is classic. Oh, God! I fucking slaughtered myself. I killed myself. I was going to say, take two. Smell the shit that is modern game. Modern gaming. Look at what happened today. Concord. You know what Concord? You know the greatest game of all time, Concord. You know, yeah, Concord. Selling 25,000 copies. It's now been pulled from the PlayStation Store, and players refund because we are in the second video game crash, and modern gaming sucks ass. I was right. RGT put up a video recently about the second video game crash. I was talking about the second video game crash for years, for fucking years, and some people didn't want to hear it. They didn't believe it. They viewed it as an inconvenient truth. Well, look at what's happening around you. I was right. Lord of the Rings Trilogy for 15 is a great deal. It certainly is. Not much here. I am just relaxing. You are more than welcome, and I'm glad that you're relaxing, because this game is all about relaxing. Puzzle Bobble. And once again, if you want to know what is next on Classic Hits Gaming, have a look at my community tab. It's under the RGT video. It will tease what is next. And I even know what's next after that game as well. In fact, that game actually arrived today in the post. I can confirm it's working in perfect condition. And I was playing a good bit of it actually today. It's actually currently on pause right now, actually. But I'm not going to say what it is. Damn it. Haha, I redeemed myself. I swear, like, I don't care. I don't care how sad it makes me out. I just love to be proven right. I do, like. I love it, like. I just love it, like. I really do. I really do. There's not meme where... Well, it's about... You say something to someone, they don't believe you, and you say look it up on Google and Google it or something, and then I don't know. It's a weird meme anyway, but that's what it's like. I just get personal gratification to be proven right. Drink my Club Orange, sorry, with real bits. Oh, that is so fucking refreshing. Dear God. Anyway, how are all of you lovely people doing? How is your day going? Enjoyed. Thank you. Glad you enjoyed. Glad that you enjoyed. And I will catch you in the next live stream, Dad. Oh, I'm actually exhausted. I have to tire myself out. I found a second copy of GTA Vice City as well today, which I don't even know. Just what? Like, I don't even. I mean, it's weird. I find a copy of Max Payne, which I am convinced I've never owned that game. And then I find two copies of Vice City and no copy of fucking Need for Speed Underground 2. Like, what the hell is going on? Like, what is going on? A game that I never had shows up. Two copies of a game that I have show up, like an extra copy. And then one of my games literally disappears off the face of the earth. What the fuck is going on? Oh, look at that for skill. If I say so myself. Oh, I am absolutely exhausted. I think I need to lie down. Lie down. Lie down and relax. Relax. Get you on the next one. Bye bye. Dad, thank you so much for that by the live stream. Glad you enjoyed and see you next time. Enjoy the rest of your day. I am doing very well, thank you. I hope you are. I am so well, because as Divine Void said, and I see it there, Ryu, I will reply to all your comments in a second. I am glorious on this glorious day, because as Divine Void pointed out, no more Concord. And do you know what that means? It means I was right the whole time about the state of modern gaming and the fact that we are living in the second video game crash. Yes, the second video game crash that I, Johnny, discussed long before RGT or the other big YouTubers did. But on a serious note, I will talk about that in a second. Anyone with a brain saw the industry going downhill. Oh, holy prophet. Oh, really? Well, then tell that to the people that were burying their heads in the sand. I don't know why you're being so aggressive towards me right now, Ryu. But maybe you should have been in the live chat when I was having this conversation, because I have had this conversation literally for years, and the majority of people didn't want to listen. Maybe it was inconvenient truth. Some people didn't agree with me at all. But I agree with you. I think anyone with a brain on their head should have seen the second video game crash. Anyone with a brain on their head would realize long by now that we're living in a second video game crash. Look around you. We got woke and broke games. We got games that are unoriginal, dull, boring, and bland. like saturated genres like online hero shooters. Long gone are the days where a game like Super Mario 64 comes along and sets the standard for gaming, introduces 3D gaming for the very first time, true, real 3D gaming. Mario rendered fully in 3D, the world around him rendered fully in 3D, he could move fully in 3D. That happened for the first time with Super Mario 64. That's gone now. We have fully priced games that are riddled with microtransactions. You know, pay €10 for a fucking red shirt in a game that you paid €80 for. We got games that are released unfinished, glitchy and buggy, that require fucking patches and patches and patches that clog up your storage device. Yeah, modern gaming is trash, and I've been saying that for a hell of a long time. It's only now that people are waking up and realizing it, but I've been saying it for a hell of a long time. And I've also been talking about a second video game crash before anyone else was talking about it. So yeah, I do agree with you. You'd have to have a brain in your head not to see it. But yeah, I am a holy prophet. Or should I call you gaming god? Yes, you may refer to me as a gaming god. Yeah. The Divine Void, how are you doing, my friend? Well, Ryu, actually, Ryu and the Divine Void, you're all very welcome to classic hits gaming. Fuck modern gaming. Classic hits gaming, which is your home of the three greatest decades of gaming, the 80s, the 90s, and the 90s, for my third session of Puzzle Bobble. How are you all doing? Ryu, how was your day? Divine Void, how was your day? Thank you for taking the time out of your day to join the live stream. Yes, no more Concord. Pulled from the PlayStation Store. Gamers getting their refunds. What a happy, glorious day. I mean, we ain't talking about an indie game. We're not talking about some niche third-party game. We're talking about a big PlayStation game that literally PlayStation bought the company that made this game because they believed it was going to be so big. Herman Heist hyping this game up like it's the second coming of Christ. Christ's sake. And no, look at where we are. No, look at where we are. 25,000 copies sold. And the game is pulled from the store and refunds have been given. What a beautiful moment. Oh my Jesus Christ. We have broken beta early access. Because modern gaming is broken. I'm on my lunch break right now. Lovely stuff. What are you having for lunch? Thank you for spending your lunch with Classic Hits Gaming. Very, very much appreciated. Oh, I need to thank my good friend, our good friend on Classic Hits Gaming on this channel, has supported this channel since the beginning. My good personal friend, Damien Sewell, shout out to you. Thank you, Damien, for making my fucking day. Because it was actually Damien that told me about Concord being pulled from the PlayStation Store and gamers getting their refund. And as he said, gamers have spoken. What a fucking moment. What a fucking moment. Oh my days. Literally, he made my day. Wait, what game got pulled from the Concord? You know, Concord, game of the year, man. Game of the year, man. Come on, you haven't heard of Concord. Really? The greatest game has ever been designed. Better than Super Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, San Andreas, Silent Hill, and Red Dead Redemption 2 all combined, man. Concord sold so well. 25,000 copies. Man, that's insane. 25 whole thousand copies. And would you believe that 700 people were playing the game when it launched? 700. Oh my God. That's a lot of people. So good that they, them, and it have all been pulled from the PlayStation Store. And gamers have been refunded. That's bad. That's beyond bad. That is a second video game crash right there. So wake up, people, and smell the bullshit that is modern gaming. But to answer your question, Concord has been pulled from the PlayStation Store. And again, we ain't talking about an indie game. We ain't talking about a niche third-party game. We're talking about a game that Herman Heist from PlayStation was hyping up as this big, massive, brilliant game. He was saying all sorts, basically by saying this is going to be one of the greatest games of all time. He literally said something along the lines of that. PlayStation literally bought the company that made that game because they believed that Concord was going to be so big. What the hell? An online hero shooter, really. A saturated genre. A dying genre, if you ask me. A lot of those games are actually free to play. It's not fun. It's not new. It's not original. It's not innovative. The wokeness is only one of the problems. The characters are not fun or engaging. It's just another online hero shooter. And gamers have had enough. What a glorious day! What a glorious day! We are witnessing the death of modern gaming. And I'll just sit here and play and stream the three greatest decades of gaming, the 80s, the 90s and the noughties. And that's so fucking great. And you know what's going to happen, don't you? PlayStation will rebrand Concord. They'll release it later. They will re-release it later as a free-to-play PlayStation Plus game. You know, if you have PlayStation Plus, I don't know what tier they will release it on, but they will say, look, if you have PlayStation Plus, you can play this game for free. And they'll have some kind of... They'll basically do their best to make this game enjoyable. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because what's done is done. And you can't undo what's been done. You can't undo the terrible failure that is Concord. You can't undo that. Too much damage has been done. You can't do damage control now. The gamers have spoken, and they will not be ignored. The gamers have spoken. I mean, I just feel so good. All that ranting, all that raving, the headaches, the dry throats, the draining of my energy. You know, 3 to 4 hour streams of me just ranting and raving, trying to find the words, trying to find the people to listen. It has paid off. It has paid off. Today is a glorious day. Basically what I'm saying is, at least I know I wasn't talking shit. Because I'm not going to lie, like, I mean, there was a part of me that was thinking, oh, it's just me. It's just me that feels this way. It's just me that thinks the second video game crash. It's just me that thinks that, you know, modern gaming is shit. But I'm glad to know that it ain't just me. It ain't just me. It ain't just me. Modern gaming can suck my ass. I need to return to work. My break is almost over. Keep having a glorious day. I'll be back. Thank you so much, Bradley. It's so funny that the two people are actually like watching Classics Gaming on their break right now. Thank you, no, sir. Thank you so much. That is actually so nice. I really appreciate your support. I really do. And also, I need a fucking haircut. Oh God, I don't know. Sometimes I'm kind of like you wouldn't you wouldn't think it from listening to me on these streams, but I am shy beyond words sometimes, and I'm also like very socially awkward as well. So like when I get when you're getting a haircut, and even though like my local barber is fucking hilarious, and if he wasn't funny, you know, the fact that he's so funny is the only fucking thing that actually helps with the situation. Um, but it's just like when someone is that close to you the whole time, like they're literally like fucking shaving your hair, and then also the mirror in front of you. So like you're staring into the mirror to talk to them, and then you feel like you have to have a conversation because if you can't just sit there and not talk, you can't just sit there and stare at the mirror like some kind of fucking serial killer, you know. So I don't know what to say at the times. I just feel very like, ugh. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'll talk about it on gaming. Maybe he's a gamer. I don't know. But that's the only thing that puts me off, you know. Bradley, you're so nice. You legend. Thank you. And everyone as well. All of you. You're all legends. Oh shit. By the skin of my teeth, I have made it to round 9. So let's let you know the next session of Puzzle Bobble will be my final session. And then I will move on to the next game, which I have teased on my community tab. What is it called? Community tab or community post? I don't know what to call it. Japan will save. I don't think anything can save gaming, my friend. Personally, Sabertac. I think modern gaming is destined for flames of hell, and maybe, just maybe, ashes of fire gaming burnt eyes, spreading its wings, and from the feathers of those wings, who knows? But honestly, though, I think modern gaming is fucked. I don't think. The only thing I will say is that the only video game company out of the three big companies. Now, I'm probably going to be called the Nintendo fanboy here. I'm not saying you, Sabertac. I'm not saying anyone, but I'm just possibly I may be called a Nintendo fanboy here. But because Nintendo does things truly different to what PlayStation and Microsoft do from the point of view of hardware and from the point of view of what they view as, big games, Nintendo stopped playing with power a long time ago after the release of GameCube. They now focus on areas like innovation and purely fun, and they focus on their first party lineup of games and doing something different with their hardware. Because of that, they don't have to spend a whole lot of money on their consoles or on their games to make the consoles super powerful or the games look super realistic. So they don't have to pay as much money. Money is a massive issue in modern gaming. The cost of gaming is a massive issue for particularly PlayStation and Microsoft. It costs a lot of money to make powerful consoles, and it costs a lot of money to make, ultra realistic games. Nintendo don't have to worry about that. I feel like also Nintendo maybe don't listen to the consulting agencies, the woke consulting agencies as much. They also don't really have any like live service mechanics in their console games, and they don't have any microtransactions in their console games, and they do things differently. And I think because they do things differently, I think maybe Nintendo will be okay, you know, maybe. But I think overall, modern gaming is trash, and today is a glorious day because today was the day where Johnny was proven right. Sabertac, how many times, Sabertac, have you been on the receiving end of a rant from me on modern gaming and a second video game crash? Hmm? Long, long ago, I would make live streams and videos about the state of modern gaming. And I would talk about the second video game crash. I would say we're in the second video game crash. And a lot of people didn't want to hear what I had to say. A lot of people didn't believe what I had to say. A lot of people chose not to believe in what I had to say because it was an inconvenient truth. And nobody on YouTube, no big YouTuber or mid YouTuber was talking about the second video game crash. And here we are today, Concord, a game that PlayStation literally bought the studio who made it. Because PlayStation thought this game was going to be huge and massive and everyone was going to love it. Herman Heist was hyping this game up as this is going to be the greatest game of all time, bro. 250,000 copies, 25,000 copies sold. Pulled from the store, and gamers have been refunded. So once again, I was right this whole fucking time. 999 times, and I was right with every fucking one of them. And today has just proven that. Concord has just proven that. So, fuck yeah, indeed. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 after 10 years is finally changing gameplay. And that just shows how stale gaming has become. I watched the gameplay of Call of Duty. It's just Call of Duty. Remember when Super Mario went from Super Mario World to Super Mario Sunshine? We went from side-scrolling 2D platforming to full, real 3D rendered games. Mario's world around him was fully rendered in 3D. Mario could move fully in 3D, and he was rendered in fully 3D. Call of Duty 6 is just like the previous Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is just like the last Call of Duty. Nothing original about it, nothing new about it, and you just proving that point right there with your comment. Heading back to work, Divine Violet, I'll catch you in the next live stream. Thank you so much for dropping by, my friend. Enjoy work. $70 and $80 for games with in-game with microtransactions. You know, buy a red shirt for $10, bro. Even though you paid 70 and 80 euros for the game, $60 for the Until Dawn remaster. You know, a game that came out in PS3. I mean. Oh my God, Astrobot's Playroom showed us how great PlayStation was. Showed us all the great PlayStation franchises and characters, like Ape Escape, for example, right? Bloodborne. Okay? Where are they? Where's Ape Escape? Where's Bloodborne? Nowhere to be seen. Astrobot is literally showing PlayStation and us, you know, what PlayStation used to be. Astrobot is doing more for the PlayStation brand than PlayStation is. Astrobot is advertising PlayStation. Astrobot is saying, you know, like Astrobot is saying we love PlayStation. We love the PlayStation brand because of look at this history. Look at what PlayStation used to be. That's what Astrobot is. That's what Astrobot is doing. We don't get the Getaway because they literally closed the studio that makes it, but they bought the company that made Concord. Listen to that for a second. PlayStation closed the studio that made the Getaway, a fucking franchise that gamers all around the world are saying, we want a new Getaway. But they bought the studio that made a fucking stale genre game, and now they had no choice but to remove the game from the store and give you the refunds. Silent Hill 2 remake for me is $60 somehow. I mean, Silent Hill 2, I mean, just another remaster or another remake. I mean, it's a remake. There's another Call of Duty out. Oh my god! Shocker! I'm afraid it's been 9 years since Boss. I'm afraid it's been 9 years since Boss was in a coma. And they still haven't released Bloodborne. No! That's what Big Boss would say. Silent Hill 2 is a reimagining. Reimagining, remake, whatever, man. It's still Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 2 came out in 2002 on PlayStation 2. It's not original. It's not innovative. It's not new. It's not. How can a reimagining, whatever they call it, they can call it a remake, they can call it a reimagining. How is that setting the standard for gaming? How is that giving us something new? How is that giving us something different? It's not. The game came out in 2002. It's available. I've played it. I don't need to buy the remake. I've played it. I don't need to buy the reimagining. I don't need to have a different perspective on maybe Pyramid Head. I mean, and also, and the most important thing of all, once I heard Konami saying this is for the modern audience, I was like, nope, I'm not the modern audience. I'm not the modern audience. I am the audience that was there when this game first released. I played the original. I've loved the original. I don't need to buy this game. I'm not part of the modern audience. Thankfully, I'm not part of the modern audience. And you know what? I find it so funny how easily manipulated people in general are, but gamers specifically are. You know, they're so manipulated. They're so influenced. It's quite scary at times, to be quite honest with you. I mean, when Silent Hill 2 Remake first got shown, right, a lot of gamers were like, shit, this is shit. This is shit. And I'm not saying you know Sabertag. I'm not saying you in case you think I'm talking about you. I'm talking about in general. Along comes one trailer that talks about a story, and everyone's like, oh my god, this is so great, I can't wait to get it. That is sus, if you ask me. But no, I mean, I'm more interested in the new Silent Hill games that got announced, to be quite honest with you. I don't need a Silent Hill 2 reimagining. I don't want a Silent Hill 2 reimagining. But to give Konami credit where credit is due, at least, as I said, Konami are actually releasing new Silent Hill games. So it's a bit like Nintendo remaking Super Mario RPG. And what did they remake as well? They remade the Paper Mario game as well, Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door. At least Nintendo are making like new games in the Mario series. You know, at least they're giving us a new RPG Mario in Mario and Luigi Brotherhood or Brothership. So I like when a company is doing new things while reimagining things. But no, it's just I won't be getting it. I don't need it. You know, I have Silent Hill 2. Like that's the final word. That's the way I put it. I have Silent Hill 2. I don't need to buy Silent Hill 2 again. I have Silent Hill 2. What a save! See, can I? Oh! I thought I might make that. Oh, saber attack. I took your advice and I looked into the Astrobot PlayStation 5 Dual Sense Controller. And I was shocked to see that it was actually in stock. I thought it would be sold out everywhere. It was in stock, so I was like, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Because when you were telling me about that it has a matte finish, it intrigued me. Because all the DualSense controllers, feel the same. They might look differently, obviously, but they all feel the same. So I thought that was a bit different, new. So it was in stock, so I said I'd buy it. But I actually traded in two of my other DualSense controllers. I traded in the red one and the blue one. And in total, I got 95 cash. Because I don't need three controllers. I will soon have two controllers now, and that'll do me. So I got 95 cash. So I already made the money for, because it's €80 here in Ireland for the Astrobot controller, and I had €15 to spare, and that's when I got the Lord of the Rings trilogy on DVD. So I'm quite happy with that. I'll tell you. Oh my God! They just say that. They just say that. They just say that. I'm so glad I actually went live earlier, because I would have been absolutely fucking comatized if I had actually done a stream tonight. I'm fucking exhausted. So instead of doing an earlier live stream, might play a bit of Emu with a Smiling Man in bed tonight. Solve the case of Izuki, or however the hell you pronounce it in Japanese. Oh shit. Ah! My name Bob. High score from Bob. Oh, let me tell you. Let me tell you something, but I don't talk about mobile games that much, if at all, on this channel. I don't play mobile games, really, to be honest with you. Very, very rarely. Once in a blue moon, you'll see me playing a mobile game, but I actually downloaded the Chase World Tour, it's called, on my phone. Obviously based off the quiz show, the Chase. I don't know if there's an American Chase. I think there is, actually. an American chase. I know there's an Australian chase. I don't know how international, how worldwide the chase is, but it's pretty big here in Ireland and also the United Kingdom. Um, I'm fucking loving it. I actually am loving it. Like, and you learn something from it too. Like, because any quiz game, you're learning from the questions because, like, you got the question wrong, and you're gonna know, like, you're gonna learn something. You're gonna look at the right answer. You go, say, oh, I never knew that, and it'll stick to you. Like, so yeah. Oh, I'm exhausted, but the gameplay will resume. Well, how long have I been streaming? Just so I can just double check this. I've been streaming for, okay, you know what? I'm going to stream for another 30 minutes and then I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm going to go to sleep. Well, I mightn't go to sleep, like, but I just lie down and just really, like, just cherish the stay, you know. Where Johnny was right. Oh, God. But all joking aside, though, it's not about me being right. No, this is a really momentous day in gaming, because gamers have spoken, and like I think they've had enough. Like, it's one thing when a third-party game releases, in a broken condition or an extremely woke condition, and it doesn't sell well. But it's another thing entirely when a PlayStation game, a first-party PlayStation game that was pretty hyped up, and when you take into consideration that Sony literally bought this company for this game, when a game on that scale, right, on that marketing scale, from a brand like PlayStation, sells only 25,000 copies during its launch window, and it has to get pulled from the store less than 15 days, and people are getting refunded. They're getting a refund. Like, they're getting a refund. Like, that is insane. I mean, the last time that happened, I think, for a game that I can remember is Cyberpunk, which was a third-party game. But that game was also hyped up, Keanu Reeves is in the game, therefore it's going to be great. I love Keanu Reeves, by the way. Keanu Reeves, no offense. I love you. I love you. I want to declare my love right now for Keanu Reeves. Okay? Really. I think you should leave your wife, and I think you should come live with me. Seriously. So, like, Keanu Reeves isn't the problem. The problem is when gamers just assume that a game is going to be great based off the fact that a Hollywood actor was in the game. Obviously, that wasn't the case because the game was completely fucking broken. So broke to the point where it had to be removed from the store. But that's because the game was broke. Like, this game is being removed from the store because it's not selling. Because they can't make any more money. It probably costs them more fucking money to have it on the store. You know what I mean? Like, they're not making any money. They're not making any money off this. They're not making any profit off this. That's why it's being removed. That is huge. And I mean, you gotta love, like, Sony's, like, half-arse, like, response to this. Like, what did it say again? I have to look into what they actually said, because I actually haven't read what they actually said. I want to see what PlayStation themselves have to say on this matter. So just give me a moment. It's all over. It's doing the rounds. It's doing the rounds. It's doing the rounds. Let's see what Push Square is saying about it. I'll get back to the gameplay in a second. PS5 and PC shooter Concord Dead on Arrival is being taken offline this week as developers explore options. I'm sorry, no. Before I go any further, explore options. Here's an option. Fuck off. Sorry. Oh, God. But, like, the option is you realize that gamers don't want your game. So you try and make a better game. You try to look at the market. You try to read the room. You read the room. You look around, you do a bit of market research, and you realize what gamers want. When you know what gamers want, you give them that. That's the only option that needs to be explored. It's not even 2 weeks old. Let me read this. It's been a while since I've actually done this, so I kind of like this. It's so nice because the last time I was doing something like this, reading articles about the state of modern gaming, I was making all these rants about the state of modern gaming. I was talking about a second video game crashing. It landed on deaf ears a lot of the time, and now look where we are. Setting what has to be a new record for a game of its size and budget, Concord is officially being taken offline just over a week after its launch on PS5 and PC. This is a frankly unprecedented. I can't say the word. I have to sneeze. I can't say that word. Move. But one that doesn't come as a massive shock, which speaks volumes about the game's utterly disastrous levels of appeal. Indeed, this isn't a scenario where the game's been hooked because it's a broken mess. It's because virtually no one is playing it. I mean, this is real. This is happening. This has happened. This isn't something that's going to happen. This is something that has happened, and that's what's great about reading this now. While many qualities of the wait a second. This is a quote now from this is from a developer writes. This is the developer Firework Studios. I don't know who has said this in particular, but it must be like a representative. This is what they're saying. While many qualities of the experience resonated with players, like what? Like what? The many fucking genders that are represented in the game. Sorry. We also recognize that other aspects of the game and their initial launch didn't land the way we intended, which has been, oh my God almighty. The shooter will be taken offline from this Friday, the 6th of September. There's no mention of when it'll actually be back. So as of now, this is an indefinite situation. Firework Studios say that it's going to take time to explore options and determine the best path ahead. As sales of Concord will cease immediately, and those who bought it will receive a refund via their original payment method. That's something, at least. More information on refunds. We'll keep you updated, and thank you again. This is what they're saying now. We'll keep you updated, and thank you again for all the free gunners who have joined us in Concord Galaxy. Oh my God. Explore options. Just make a game that gamers want. That's the only option that needs to be explored. It's silly. It really is silly. What a silly situation we find ourselves in. But a glorious situation that I find myself. Because I was right. Sorry, back to the gameplay. Squeeze that in. Whoop. No. Oh, I just realised something as well. The Divine Void will kill me now if she hears this. She will absolutely kill me. You know how... No, sorry, it wasn't Divine Void, was it? No. Sorry, not Divine Void. Sorry, Divine Void. Ignore me. It was Alfie, our good friend Alfie Moon, aka Penny. I think he wanted me to play a Dragon Ball Z, and I think he might have commented when I was first teasing Puzzle Bobble. I think he might have said Dragon Ball. But what's really funny is this kind of is Dragon Ball, because the two characters at the bottom of the screen controlling the pointer is a dragon, and you could kind of look at these bubbles as balls as well. That's kind of fun, eh? Oh my God Almighty! I'm absolutely oh holy God, as the character in an Irish soap opera used to say, Miley. Dragon Ball Advanced Adventure. That was the one. That was the one. Thank you, Chad. Oh, welcome back as well, Chad. Welcome back to the live stream. Great to have you in the live stream. I'm dead. Chad, let me tell you, let me talk a little bit about, and live chat, little, if I could talk at all for that matter, talk a little bit about MEO, the Smiling Man, Famicom Detective Club. And let me tell you, I'm not smiling right now. You fuckers, ye bastards, ye had the chance. Ye had the opportunity to send a message to Nintendo saying, we gamers, we Nintendo gamers want mature content from you as a company. For years, you, Nintendo, have been giving us family-friendly, kiddie, cute and cuddly games like Mario, Kirby, and Yoshi. But now, Nintendo, we would like you to give us adult games. So we will now go out and buy your adult rated, mature rated game, MEO, The Smiling Man, Famicom Detective Club. You had your chance, but you dropped the ball. You dropped the ball. Because it didn't even, well, it entered the UK video game charts, but at like 22 or something. So it didn't sell very well. Now, obviously, the main reason for that is because Famicom Detective Club is beyond a niche game. It is extremely niche. Some people would say that Metroid is niche. Some people would say that Xenoblade is niche. But those games have actually sold quite well, even though they're niche compared to Mario, Zelda, Kirby, Pokemon. Okay? And what you have to also realize is this not only is it a niche series, but it was only popular in Japan, and there hasn't been a game in the series in over 30 years, which is why Nintendo marketed the game in the way it did by having a teaser trailer just pop up online. No like major gaming event reveal. It wasn't showing in Nintendo Direct or anything like that. That's the main reason why. But nonetheless, like you had your chance. So what that means now, and I'm kind of joking, but I'm also being serious. What that means now is you don't have a right anymore now. If you're a Nintendo gamer or a gamer that was thinking of getting into playing Nintendo games, but felt like, nah, Nintendo games are only kiddie games. No, I don't like those kind of games. I want more mature games. You have you had your chance. So you can no longer cry to me and people like me. You can no longer cry to Nintendo and say, you only make kiddie games. You only make kiddie games. You can no longer do that because you had your chance with MEO and you dropped the fucking ball. You had your chance. So stay tuned for more cute and cuddly, family-friendly games from Nintendo because that's what they're going to sell. That's where they make their money. So you had your chance and you dropped the ball. Oof. Let's blame RGT. Yeah, it's all his fault. Visual novel is a niche genre as well. It is, to be fair. It is. There's a lot of niche elements about that game. You're right, Chad. You're absolutely right. There's no denying that. It's a murder mystery, kind of graphic novel type game Um, you don't necessarily control the character. You don't move the character around in a world. You don't explore the world around you in the sense of Silent Hill, Resident Evil, Outlast. But the thing that is I find interesting though about that is if that was a game, if that was a deal breaker, if that was a deal breaker for many potential buyers of Emio, then why do they enjoy Five Nights at Freddy's so much? Because, and I'm talking about the original games. You literally are behind a desk and you're just pressing buttons to have a look at your monitor. That's literally all you're doing. You don't control the main character. You don't move around. But people love that game. And there's also lots of different types of horror games and mature games, and people embrace those games. So yes, it is a graphic novel. You are correct. But it also has a fantastic fucking story with characters that are actually like you would be invested with these characters. And as I mentioned, the story is fucking top notch. I would argue one of the best stories that Nintendo has ever put together in a video game, and I stand by that. And it's fucking creepy, and it's just twists and turns, and just it is scary because the urban legend of this smiling man, and it just gets better each chapter. But anyway, as I said, the next time ye fuckers, start crying that Nintendo don't make mature games, you remember the decision you made not to buy Emio, the first Nintendo developed game that was mature and 18 rated. You remember that day. I am very bad for answering those kind of questions. But what I will say is I can't remember the last game that I played this year that was on my mind after I turned the game off. I can't think of a game that I was emotionally engaged with after I turned the console off. So when I basically saved the game, turned off the console, I was still thinking about the case. I was thinking of who I could connect to the case. I could think of who the potential... I'm thinking of who the potential killer is, or how this person connects to that person, and how the situation connects to this person, and vice versa. I'm doing all that in my head while the game is off. That much I will say. As far as it being my game of the year, I'm not very good at answering those kind of questions, to be honest with you. But I don't want to be so fucking... I don't want to be one of those people who... they get a new game, they love it, and they say, "Give me the air!" And then 10 minutes later, they get a new game. They love it. "Give me the air!" And then 9 months down the road, they get a new game. "Give me the air!" It's I don't want to be that kind of person. But what I will say is I'm very invested in the game, and I'm thinking about it after I play. Isn't that the definition of love? You're thinking about that person or that thing when they're not around, and you're thinking, I wonder what they're up to. So I'm thinking, I'm literally thinking I wonder what that character is up to. So you could say that I'm in love with the smiling man. I want the smiling man to appear in front of me. Put that back, head, violate. Sorry, but yeah, I love the game, but I don't know about it being a game of the year. But I can predict what's going to happen with Concord. All joking aside, what's going to happen with Concord is, I'd give it a couple of months. That would be the earliest. Couple of months. The developers are going to release a statement about Concord, about what they got wrong, and about the future of the game. It's going to be completely rebranded. It's going to be completely redone. It won't be the same Concord that people played. They'll add stuff, remove stuff, just completely change up the game. Like how the original Resident Evil 4, concept was different to the game that we got, that type of thing. They'll start talking about the new vision for Concord, what this new Concord is going to be, how they're going to get things right this time, how they're going to listen to the players, they're going to take feedback from the players, they're going to have betas, they're going to have surveys, all that kind of stuff. They're going to make it available to all PlayStation Plus members, regardless of their tier. It won't be live service. And that's what's going to happen. And I think how gamers react to it is going to be very important. If gamers are going to react positively to this, well, then it's going to be a case of an abusive relationship where 1 minute your partner is beating the living shit out of you, and the next minute they're giving you a nice hug and a biscuit. A nice hug and a biscuit. But you know what I mean? 1 minute they're basically abusing you and treating you like shit and expecting you to take it. And the next minute, they're trying to love you. So if you go back to that abusive partner, you go back to that abusive relationship, then it's the whole cycle is just going to repeat itself all over again. So if gamers want true change to happen, then they're going to have to say, fuck you, no. And then this company will literally have no choice but to change their ways and actually listen 100% to the gamers. That is what's going to happen. Jeff will be crying about Concord, I know, yeah. Concord, I thought it was going to be good. And I'm cancelling the Game Awards. Imagine. Oh my fucking God. So I didn't even watch Game. That's how I didn't know about the Black Myth game, because I didn't actually watch it. And you can bet your life that Black Myth is going to get Game of the Year. Don't I always say it? I always say it. The majority of Game of the Year lately just seems to be these. Yes, their games are selling very well. Yes, they're games that everyone is talking about. But I don't know. I mean, like, I just feel like the kind of gamers that I fucking grew up around, and my style of gamers are like, never fucking heard of it. Just don't really care for it. But that will win Game of the Year, without a shadow of a doubt. I will buy an Xbox if the Black Myth gets Game of the Year, or if it doesn't get Game of the Year. Fucking hell. Let me rephrase that. I'll buy an Xbox if Black Myth doesn't win Game of the Year. Fucking hell. That was a close one. Okay, I think at this stage I'm going to wrap it up, because I really am tired. And then my next session of Puzzle Bobble will be my final session. And if you want to find out what's next on Classic Hits Gaming, again, have a look at my community tab. Round clear. I will save. Oh my God. Johnny is exhausted. An Xbox 360 Slim. That's actually, no, I think it was I think it was a 360 Elite. Is that a thing? Was that a thing? Was that an actual thing? Anyway, a couple of weeks back or a couple of months back, I forget which. Time is just an illusion. It just passes by us in all dimensions. But whenever the hell it was, anyway, I was passing a charity shop and looked out on the outside, and because I wouldn't really buy clothes in it. I don't want to be that kind of snobby person. I don't want to come across as this like, because I'm far from a snob. Fucking hell, the opposite to a snob. But I don't want to come across as the person that says, I wouldn't go into a charity shop and buy clothes. I just don't want to wear clothes that someone else wore. Unless I knew them, unless I knew the person. I don't know how that comes across, but I just don't want to wear other people's clothes. That's just me. If someone bought the clothes and never wore it, and I could trust that I didn't, fair enough. But no, like what I tend to take notice of in the charity shop, or just like gaming related stuff. You'd be surprised what you come across sometimes, literally. Because at the end of the day, a lot of the people that are bringing those games into a charity shop mightn't know anything about the games. They could be clearing their, maybe like someone moved out of home and it was a family home, and the parents like go up at the attic and see fucking a sealed copy of Super Mario fucking Bros. You know what I mean? And they have to sell all games, like I sell like €1, €1.50, something like that. So you'd be surprised. Anyway, I came across an Xbox in there. Yeah, the 360 Elite, that was the one. The slim version fixed. Oh, the good old ring of death, ring of death. Same, I don't go to thrift shops. Yeah, I mean, I fucking just wouldn't get clothes in there. Do you know what I mean? But I came across an Xbox 360 Elite, and I was actually going to buy it. I don't know why. It was just like seeing a console in a charity shop. I was thinking, I actually might get a good offer on this. You know what I mean? Because like they can't charge a high price in the charity shop. They just can't. But then my mother of all people, gave me advice on gaming, which was actually crazy. But she made a good point. She was like, well, how would you know it's working? Because if it was taking into a charity shop, like most people that bring stuff into a charity shop, like they're not really like looking for money. They're not really, you know what I mean? Not looking for money. They're just saying, oh, well, not using this, maybe it'll go to use for someone. It's a charity shop, Whereas like in CX, it's different, because they have to be tested properly. So I was like, that's good advice. So I didn't. Yeah, she saved me. Oh my God. Let me tell you something. I am concerned for the mental state of Phil Spencer from Xbox. And I'm not even joking. I have spoke about Phil Spencer many times on this channel. I've said many things about him. And his Xbox brand. I have said that the Xbox brand is suffering from an identity crisis right now because it's doing so many different things all at the same time. And Phil Spencer is so passionate about every one of those different visions that completely contradict the last vision. I mean, he's saying that hardware is a big area for Xbox. But then he is saying that you don't even need hardware to enjoy Xbox, that you can have Xbox on your TV with the Fire Stick thing. He's talking about that you don't need a Fire Stick, that you can have Game Pass, that you can just log into Game Pass on your computer or whatever device, your phone, have Game Pass, or Yeah, Game Pass. Um, he's hyping up, like he's acquiring these companies. He's acquiring these companies like Zanzimax, and saying Indiana Jones is going to remain on Xbox. Then he's releasing on PlayStation, and then he's also releasing his other Xbox games across multiple platforms. What is this guy trying to do? What is he doing? What is the Xbox brand? Like, what is he trying to do? It's like watching Sega in denial. At least Sega was honest and they accepted what they were doing, and they made a very clear business decision. But listen to this: Xbox boss Phil Spencer says he, and quote, made some of the worst game choice decisions. I mean, at least he's honest about it. But like, that just speaks volumes. I'm going to read into the rest of the article, and then I'm going to round off the live stream. Oh fuck! Oh, I thought I was actually late there for a second. I'm not. Am I? Well, I'm actually confused. I'm confused. Sorry, I'm just thinking. No, it's fine. I saw the Lego version of the Xbox 360 at Target, and I just felt sad. The Lego version? I didn't know there was a Lego version of the Xbox 360. Let's see what like this article says. Right, let's okay. Xbox boss Phil Spencer said he made some pretty bad game choice decisions over the years. This introspective comment was offered as part of a recent interview that saw the industry veteran reflect on his first 23 years. I didn't realize he was with Xbox for 23 years. Fuck. While Phil Spencer was appointed as head of Xbox in 2014, he was an influential figure in Microsoft's gaming division for much longer, having previously led the company's developer studio family in the Xbox 60 era, choosing projects to greenlight, as hence a long been part of his everyday responsibilities. Phil Spencer passed on Destiny. Look at this, listen to this. Phil Spencer passed on Destiny and Guitar Hero. His decisions did not always pan out, with the industry veteran acknowledging as much in a recent interview. Speaking during the 2024 edition of PAX West, Spencer revealed he rejected quite a few games that ended up being humongous hits. I passed on some of the worst, like made some of the worst game choice decisions. He's admitting this, like the Microsoft Gaming CEO has said around the 44-minute mark of the PAX West interview. He backed up that claim with two examples, Destiny and Guitar Hero, both of which were offered to Xbox once upon a time. Imagine that. On the subject of Bungie's hit shooter, Spencer did that Destiny didn't really click with the industry with him initially, partially because he's not a big player versus player PvP player. Of course, Destiny turned out to be much more of a co-op experience than a PvP focused one, which the executive saying he only started getting what it was all about following the 2015 release of House of Wolves expansion. But his initial skepticism about the game prompted him to pass up the opportunity to publish it, a decision that was ostensibly made no later in the 2013. Destiny ultimately ended up being published by Activision. Activision was also Activision was also the one who picked up Harmonix's Guitar Hero, which was another major franchise that Xbox turned down. Elaborating on the reason for the decision, Spencer explained that the whole idea of expecting people to pay for both plastic guitar controllers and individual songs sounded like it wasn't going to work. I'm not going to read the rest. We all know that Guitar Hero fucking blew up, but the fact that like he's literally the head of Xbox and admitting that he's made some of the worst game decisions of all time. I mean, come on. I mean, look, Phil Spencer. I've said this many times with Phil Spencer. Like, I'm sure, like, you know, he's a lovely human being. I'd imagine he is. But as head of Xbox, he needs to step down. He needs to step down. Xbox is a very confused brand right now. It's like a Zoomer teenager. Hasn't a clue what it is. Do you know what I mean? Like Phil Spencer identifies as confused. You know, Xbox is confused. The only good decision he made was bringing Xbox game to Switch and Steve and Banjo from Smash Bros. I know, yeah. Microsoft is much to blame for keeping him in charge for so long. Yeah, well, the buck stops at Microsoft. Absolutely. Anyway, I think it is time for me to rest my fucking lungs, rest my voice, and get some rest. So I want to say thank you so much for all the support in Classic Hits Gaming. Very, very much appreciated. Thank you for watching my third session of Puzzle Bobble. I'll catch you in the next and final session of Puzzle Bobble, and then stay tuned for what is next on Classic Hits Gaming as well. And if you want to get a tease for that, you can check it out on my community tab. So, everyone, enjoy the rest of your day. Again, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time on Classic Hits Gaming. Can we just enjoy and take in this glorious day in gaming, where Concord has been pulled from the PlayStation Store and gamers have gotten a refund? And I was right all along about the state of modern gaming. And I was right about being in a second video game crash. Thank you. Thank you very much.